All right. What is going on, y'all? So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, just everything. Okay. So if you wanted to find me, you can find me. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good afternoon. Uh, how y'all feeling? I hope y'all feeling well. We're gonna talk about something deep today. And why I wanted to talk about it is because it's important, and what's important to you is important to me. So let me just get myself all the way together for you, and we're gonna get started. Um, well, first off, my name is Coach Mo. I'm the founder of Aspire Big, Inspire Bigger, and I'm a women's empowerment coach. Um, and I just help the everyday woman get out of her own way, right? So she's going to come out of the things that are just stopping her from getting to the life that she wants. Hey, Arvilla, what's up? Um, and so that's what I do. I have a women's empowerment group called the Vast Community. We work on vision building, accountability, self-care, and time management weekly, daily. And so yeah, these are kind of some of the things that we work on together, just to help frame mindset and what we doing, how we talking to ourselves, how we feeling about ourselves, how we're pushing forward in our life on a daily basis, and where is that going to lead us. Okay, so our objective is always going to be success. It's always going to be lead me to where I want to be, right? So that's what we work on week in and week out. And so shout out to my vast community, ladies. Uh, Today we're talking about doubt, and doubt doesn't belong. So I just want to break down doubt, and I want to cut it down into pieces because that makes it easier to chew and digest and understand how easy it is to just get that out of our system and be where we want to be and be who we want to be without that doubt in there. So first, doubt. We're going to talk about what doubt is, and you can't talk about that without, finding a definition, right? So I looked up the definition of doubt, and it said a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. Y'all, I'm in New York City. It's loud outside. I don't know what happened outside just now, but it was loud. So what can I do? So doubt, a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction, right? And so to me, when I think about doubt, I think about we doubt because we don't have the information, not because we don't have the ability. And it's super important to really, really, really like absorb that thought process. Absorb that and put that in your heart and your mind and everything that you have. You doubt because you don't have the information, not because you don't have the ability. You can do anything that you want to do. Even if you have something holding you back, like circumstances, um, your physical ability, you can still do it. It might take you longer, and nobody said anything is wrong with that, you know? So you can do anything that you want to do. The only thing that's stopping you is your doubt, and your doubt is uh, a product of you not having the full information. So let me give you a little example, right? Um, let's say you want to own a super large recreation center, right? You just into that. You want to help the people in your community. You love your community, and you want to do this huge recreation center. Uh, But with the current knowledge that you have, what you know is, one, it's expensive. Okay. This is what you know in your mind. You didn't even looked at nothing yet. You know in your mind, if I want to own a recreation center and help the youth in my community, first thing I know is going to be expensive. Okay. um, and it's going to take networking. You might feel like I don't really know anybody, but I know it's going to take networking. I'm going to have to get to know the politicians. I'm going to have to get to know the people in the community. I'm going to have to get to know somebody, right? It's going to take investors, because maybe you don't have that $1 billion like Rihanna yet. It's coming, but not yet, right? So some investors, you're going to have to know the government laws that you'll have to comply with, because you know they got those, okay? And you're going to be paying something every step of the way, every level of the way, them taxes, all them things. So you're going to have to comply with some government laws, right? And so many more things to have this recreation center. So you know these things, you know this is what you want to do, and you know, even without looking up anything, these are probably the things you're going to have to deal with, right? And so what doubt will do is it'll creep in, and it'll give you, because you know how intense this thing is, how real this thing is, how important this thing is, it'll start weighing down on you, right? And you'll start to feel like the grand scale of this project, or this desire, is like so much bigger than me. And I have a lack of knowledge of how to handle the specifics. So maybe I'm not ready for this, or maybe I'm not cut out for this. And so that's how doubt will start to stop you and stifle you from succeeding in the things that you want, and getting to the places that you want, and living the life that you want, and doing the things that you want, blessing the people you want, and receiving the blessings that you want to receive, right? So, we went over the little example. You want to have a super large, recreation center, and you know that there's a list of things that you have to have together, and to get those things, you don't know what to do in order to get those things. You know that. And you start to get fearful of all of the things that you need to do, but you don't have resources, or you don't have the tools to get to that thing. So I have a simple fix for that, right? Anybody who's feeling in doubt about getting to where they want to get to, I have a simple fix for that, and I'm gonna share it. Okay, super easy. Research. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something deep, right? Research. Look that thing up. Okay. You have a doubt about anything in this world. A doubt is just an inquiry. You need to inquire about that thing. Google it, YouTube it. All of that is free. Ask someone, go to the library, read a couple books on it. You need to research it. All right. So, and I'm gonna give you some examples, right? Because these are practical things. And I think that sometimes when we see the big picture and we know we have a huge picture, we kind of tie ourselves up, and we don't think about the small things that we do every day, and how we research and work on those small things every single day just to get where we want to go. Real easy, right? So simple fix researching. A person who wants to learn how to make mac and cheese. I like mac and cheese. What you gonna do? You're gonna Google the recipe. Plain and simple. Follow it step by step. You got mac and cheese. 30, 45 minutes if you bake it in the oven. You do it the right way. Not on the stovetop, because we not 5. So you want to make the mac and cheese. You're going to follow the recipe, bake it in the oven, cook it, make it with some greens, some chicken, some sweet potatoes. Sounds good to me, right? Second person, right? You want to learn how to take care of houseplants, right? This is just practical, everyday life, everyday things that people may not know how to do, but they'll research about it, right? And I just want to just share these things with you and bring them up. I'm bringing them up because really your big picture can be broken down just like these small everyday pictures, of life. So somebody wants to take care of their house plants, but they don't know how to do it. I know I learned going through YouTube and watching people like Plantarina and all kind of other, YouTubers take care of house plants. I got a house full of house plants now, and they thriving. And I at this point they thriving so well. I don't know. Wait a minute, y'all running up on me in here. This is my house. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got so much knowledge for that. I just broke down what I needed. You know, hey Natasha, hey Drea, I just broke down what I needed. Super simple and easy. I didn't make it bigger than it was. I need to know how to take care of these plants. I don't want them to die. I don't want to waste my money. I want to get these plants. I don't want to waste my money. So what I'm gonna do is look up how to take care of them. Both of my thumbs is green now. Okay, you better tell somebody. I know how to take care of these houseplants. Okay, so the third example I could give you is someone who wants to be a lawyer, right? So that's bigger than taking care of houseplants and making macaroni and cheese, right? The first two examples near and dear to my heart. I told you how I felt about the macaroni and cheese. It tastes good. I like food, and houseplants. I'm good at it now. I can help you if you need. So but the third thing, I don't want to be a lawyer, but I know that there's some curriculum and some steps that you go through in order to become a lawyer, and it'll take years, right? But is a map set out in front of you to become this lawyer, and all you got to do is follow the map. Not even find it. You have to follow the map. That's it. And you're going to be able to close the gap in what you know now to what you need to know in order to be a lawyer. Boom. Couple years past, you're a lawyer. You are representing, other business women in this world and making sure that they're not getting taken advantage of in the business area or arena, because you became a lawyer. You down with women's empowerment like I am, and I thank you for that. So those are some examples of things that we just every day think. We don't think twice of just researching, looking up how I can get from point A to point Z in the easiest way, most effective way, and I don't let it stop me, right? So you might say those things those things already have a map, and the things that I'm trying to do, they don't really have a map. But honestly, it's not true, because there's nothing new under the sun, and people have done it before you, and so that means that there's a map, there's direction, there's help. You can come to a person like me who's a women's empowerment coach and say, I've been working on my personal development, or I want to work on my personal development. What do I do? I'm here. I'm the map, right? I can help you. So let's keep going, because I'm not going to be on here long, but I just had a couple of things that I wrote down and I wanted to share with you about doubt and about breaking it down, piecing it up, right? So you could digest it. So if researching is the way to kill doubt, I want to suggest that you start learning what it takes to follow your dreams before you talk yourself out of it. That's big, right? You have to find out the steps it takes to be a person who is a lawyer, a chef, a whatever the thing is that you want. um, before you start talking yourself out of it. And you know what? So I was thinking, sometimes we make things so hard and we make things so intense and we make things so much bigger than um than they are, right? So I was listening to David Goggins, right? And he's a pretty intense guy. He's a US Navy SEAL. He does ultra marathons, uh just anything ultra intense with pushing his limits through his athleticism. David Goggins is all about it. Okay, so he's intense. He's tough. He's rough. But the funny thing I realized about David Goggins is that he has a simple plan of attack. Super simple, super to the point. He says it's all about repetition, right? So he learned that what worked for him and was just repeating, finding out what made a difference, um, and got him closer to where he wanted to be, piece by piece, and then he just kept doing it over and over and over again. He didn't leave any room for doubt because he kept doing something that he knew how to do repeatedly, over and over and over again. And that led him to success. So he applies that tool to all things, and he expects to do with excellence, right? And he's broken Guinness World Records. I haven't. I'm wondering if you have. Have you? If you haven't, then you've got a map to how to do that. If that's something that you wanted to do, right? And it's broken down. The most intense person that I probably have encountered in my research or looking through YouTube, YouTube University, seems to be David Goggins right now. He's intense. He got a lot. He running miles and miles and miles. I'm not on the 1 mile. He's gone. Okay, he's on that thing. And he breaks it down so small so it can be digestible. Even him, US Navy SEAL. And he started out at his lowest point in his life with that tool, finding out what worked for him and repeating it over and over again. Not changing it up because he was trying to be creative, not intensifying it because he thought he had to put it up or not. No, he just kept repeating it. Whatever worked, kept repeating it, kept repeating it. If 1 mile worked the first month, then he added a mile to it. Keep on going. Just keep on repeating it. I can do it. I can build by doing the same thing over and over again and becoming an expert at that thing. So he started on the lowest point in his life with that tool, and it led him to where he is now. Like I mentioned, he's a U.S. Navy SEAL, does ultra marathons. He just does all the intense things. So that just made me think, if he could break it down, what are our goals in comparison to his goals? How can we break our goals down and make them more digestible for ourselves? I think the first thing is handling the doubt, right? So like we talked about, we're going to handle the doubt by researching, understanding what we need to do before we step foot out of what we're doing right now, right? And I want you to just make sure that what you're doing from here on out, now that you have this information, and now that you're going to work on applying it to your life, I want you to think about what you want out of life, right? So this is how we can piece it together and do it one by one, right? What do you want out of life? This is something that we work on in the VAST community. This is vision building right here. Boom. I'm giving you the VAST is the acronym for vision building, accountability, self-care, and time management. I'm giving you the secrets to the V in the VAST. Look at that. So think about what you want out of life. Think about how doubt is playing a part in stopping you from getting there, right? So now we want something, and now we're going to be honest with ourselves and say, this is where I am, this is where I want to be, and these are all the little things that are stopping me. And be It's okay to write that down. All the things that are stopping me, even though you and I and everybody are gonna call them excuses, write them down so you have them written down in your face, and you have no excuses beyond those excuses that you written down, but to attack them one by one, right? So write them down. Think about the doubts, how doubt is playing a part in stopping you from getting there. Write that down. Start filling in the doubtful blanks with research so you can minimize the fears and the false beliefs. So now, everything that we said we can't do, we are going to find a solution for every single thing that we said we cannot do. Every single stop sign, we're going to find a go sign for it. This is vision building right here. This is getting rid of doubt 101, right? And then the last thing is actually building a plan of action and follow that over and over. So now I'm breaking it down, and I feel like that sounds really simple. you know and I feel like you might feel like it sounds simple too when you think about it. When you really look at the bigger picture, that's pretty simple. Be real with myself, give myself grace, see what I really want out of life, and be real with myself and say, here's where I am, and these are the things that are stopping me. Now what do I do to get rid of those things, to change those things from negative to positive and make it all good? Word to Biggie. And then make an action plan, because I'm researching, I'm finding out who I am and what I am and how I am getting to the places that I want to get to in life. Because I researched, I know that after I get my bachelor's, right, then I can take whatever prerequisites to law school or go to pre-law school for if I want to be a lawyer. And that's the only next step. I did not talk myself out of being a lawyer because I thought I had to get into the courtroom first and then go to school. I'm intimidated by the court. What are you talking about? Go to school and learn how to be in the courtroom, right? So you figured out everything you need in order to succeed and get to where you want to be. Hey, bro, it's good. And so now you building a plan. Boom. I think that sometimes we are so afraid to let go of our doubts and our fears and our excuses because we don't want to fail. But when somebody breaks it down to you like that and breaks it down into bite sizes, you got to know you could do it. That's it. Ain't that something? You could do it. Now you're responsible for that. For that, you had the information, and now you're responsible for making it happen. But you could do it, so make it happen, right? I'm super glad that you guys joined me today. If you're in the replay, if you're watching the replay, definitely hashtag replay and let me know what you thought. Share your ideas on doubt and your fears and all of that, and just let me know how you're gonna work on overcoming the things that have been stopping you. Let me know, because I need to know. Okay, that's what I'm here for. And if you need help, it's also what I'm here for. I want you to book a vision building call with me so we could just work on these doubts and writing these things down and finding our goals to our stops. I need us to work on that. I need us to build that together because I need to see you succeed. Same way I need to see myself succeed, I need to see you succeed. That's just how that works for me. I'm a women's empowerment coach. So ladies, I want to empower you to get out of your own way and build the life that you so desire. Take charge of your purpose, your time, and your personal development. So that's all my notes for today. Remember to aspire big so that you can inspire bigger. And like I said, reach out to me. Let me know you're here. Let me know how I can help you. Book that consultation today. Don't delay. And let's spend those 45 minutes working on who you are and getting to where you want to be and to who you want to be. Let's do that together. All right? Y'all be blessed. Lady, y'all.